Hi Libras, welcome to your Modern Maven Tarot Extended Monthly Tarot for January 2024. Can you believe it is 2024? Apologies for the delays in the readings. That Mercury retrograde just wanted to go out, making me laugh. But you know, the readings are finally here. 2024 is finally here. But guess what? Mercury finally turned direct on January 1st. Now, the encouragement from Mercury going direct on the 1st is leaving the past behind. So perhaps it was something where there was this final push that was like, yeah, I'm done with that. So if you had that kind of energy around the end of the month, especially with relationships, but especially with that Cancer full moon, right? Emotional closure to sensitive matters. Jupiter going, direct, and I was getting excited, but then there had to be this last little push of frustration. But think of it as confirmation of what needs to leave your life. All right, not so much of a pulling back, but just confirmation of absolutely not. And so you're going to probably be excited around middle of the month. We're going to get to some of the astrology because we're going to be entering Aquarian age and Aquarian season. And that is a fellow air sign with you. So just a reminder of last month, really a big encouragement of how important it is to stay focused on where you're going, not where you've been. So a reminder, like Mercury going direct, leaving the past behind. We have to leave old routines behind, old relationships behind. What's very fascinating is, and don't get stuck in the overthinking, please, all right? Especially if you have a lot of Gemini placements. Like, we overthink things when we can just do it. But you got the 8 of coins in both the clarifying deck and the main deck. When I was clearing the cards, it was the bottom card, okay? So very, very strong energy of incorporating some Virgo into your life, right? That discipline, routine, structure, okay? You set an alarm, you wake up, there's no excuses. You eat the, food that's healthy. You walk on your treadmill an hour a day, no excuses. There's something here about showing up and doing the work and even learning something new. So if you're feeling stuck, if you are feeling this energy, you can unstick yourselves, okay? Just very strong message right away that you can unstick yourself, all right? So we'll see if the General Tarot has anything to say about that once we get into that. But very, very strong message, very strong. But there's so much success into that, okay? Because again, we have a lot of earth energy this month. So it is really beneficial for us to incorporate that earth energy in our lives so that the energy can align with us. Like, oh, okay. Like they are ready for this fresh start, okay? It's a choice though. It's a choice on how we use the energy. Now, Mercury direct, leave the past behind. January 4th, Mars in Capricorn. This is really amplifying our ambition and determination, okay? So you should really have a fire lit underneath you right at the middle or right at the beginning of the month. So this is what I love is like the astrology actually is aligning with a new year. Sometimes it's like it just feels like last year, right? But this year it's actually like on the 1st. Everything's aligning to move forward. It's so fantastic, okay? And then we have that ambition and determination. And then January 11th, we have the new moon in Capricorn, which is amplifying our personal power and progression on long-term goals. So reminder, Jupiter went direct in Taurus on the 30th, okay? And then we have that new moon in Capricorn. So whatever it is you have been working on, you're probably going to start seeing that success snowball around that time. January 13th, Mercury goes back into Capricorn. So Capricorn, oh my Lord. So that Capricorn retrograde, I swear to God, and Mercury. Mercury goes into Sagittarius, and then it comes back into Capricorn. So around like the 1st to the 12th, you're probably going to have a lot of inspiration, right? Like when it comes to your thoughts, your ideas. And then we're going to be able to apply that. But like you keep getting this, like it is a choice. You have to remember. And yeah, that new moon is going to be pivotal on how you see your life. Are you stuck in the past or are you looking to the future? Are you allowing that future to trickle into your life by choosing to go forward and not stay stuck in the past, okay? Everybody's been getting the Tower too, I'm telling you. But I think that this Tower is at the end of the month, and we're going to get to that in just a second. But this is really reminding you don't want to be stuck to the Capricorn paradigm. You want to be the lightning bolt of change. And so you have to show up and you have to believe. You have to have the faith. And if there's resistance, that resistance comes to try and keep you stuck, okay? It's about utilizing all of the energy that's been given to us from Saturn direct in Pisces since November 4th, okay? Because trust me, like, there's a lot of setbacks in my life that that resistance tries to keep me pulled back, okay? But that's where we unlock all of that, is when we can power through. Now, some resistance is there for us to take a step back and rest, okay? And that's just where we can't trick ourselves to stay in rest mode, okay? Like, when we get that energy back, we bounce back and we just, dive right in, okay? All right, here's what's exciting. Or actually, I'm sorry. Let's get back to, we're not done yet. So January 13th, Mercury back in Capricorn is focus and consistency. So here's where I think that's the very pivotal, okay? So we're going to have that personal power, all right, progression and long-term goals that's going to spark us to keep going. And then we're going to have the focus to show up every day, focus and like consistency to utilize that earth energy. And then on January 20th, that's when that Aquarius new moon is. So here's where you're going to probably feel a lot of powerful energy, because it's also Pluto in Aquarius on that day. And this is what I love, especially for you Libras and like fellow air signs, is it's expressing your uniqueness with optimism and determination. So this is where we don't let our shadow keep us safe, if you will, okay? If you've been having something that you've been wanting, yes, liberating yourself into the Aquarian age, okay? This is ruled by Pluto. So this is going to be really strong when it comes to your emotional well-being, okay? Like being emotionally fulfilled and satisfied, because you answer the wake-up call and you liberate yourself. This is also, okay, so this is interesting too, because this is a card that tells you, like, judge not lest ye be judged. So if we've been judging somebody else, we got to clear that, because there's a lot of clearing energy coming at the end of the month. So I'm getting a really strong message around the 20th. Like, do pay attention, because it's really easy to judge people. Trust me, I get it. But it doesn't serve you on where you're going. So just keep that in mind, okay? Because we're going to have so much optimism, but really shine your inner light. And if you haven't embraced your shadow yet, do that shadow work before the 20th, okay? Have that be part of your resolution. Do some, shadow meditations. I'm sure there are on YouTube. I'll have my shadow video up too, where you can utilize, the parts of yourself that you reject, the parts of yourself that you project, and really get to the depths of it and just express yourself, because that's how you want to express yourself, not because you think that's how other people want you to express yourself or what other people's expectations are of you, okay? Now, January 23rd, we have Venus in Capricorn, and this is focusing on long-term relationships. So this is what's tricky, because there's a lot of earth energy. So if you don't have a lot of earth in your chart, a lot of this long-term stuff can feel like, make us have this like uneasiness, or like we're not getting that instant gratification, right? That like air and water want to get, okay? But there is something here to liberating us from that. There's a lesson here, okay? So this is interesting too, because the Three of Swords is ruled by Saturn and Libra. So this liberation, and I think this liberation really comes from like that Eight of Coins Virgo energy, okay? Of like, being, in control of your life doesn't mean that there needs to be any control outside of yourself, okay? I hope you followed me along with that, because that was a very Gemini rising of me to say. So there is a lesson here. If there's some heartbreak that you've gone through, there's a lesson in there, and it's liberating you somehow, okay? So don't get lost in the sorrow if you are going through something, especially because that was a Venus in Capricorn message and long-term relationships. Okay. Maybe the tarot will have something for us there. Now, this is a big one. January 25th, full moon in Taurus. I'm sorry. Full moon in Leo. Clearing the way. So here's where I think that Tower moment is going to be. this is clearing the way, all right? Now, this could have something to do with feeling betrayed or some chaos in your life that needs to be cleared. But I get a strong sense of betrayal. This is also ruled by Moon in Aquarius, okay? So I do think like a big message here is, how do you respond when you feel betrayed? It's very important, okay? Because if we judge somebody for betraying us, like sometimes those situations pop up in different ways, or even with the same person, like we just can't shake their energy off of us. But the message here with the clearing the way is you have to choose your influence wisely and really make sure that you know that your decisions, are they based on your ego needing to feel right, or feel safe, or is it with your light that just the ego doesn't need to have any fulfillment, right? Like, it's just about shining your light and not letting anybody else's energy influence you, okay? But there is some kind of betrayal here, so take that how it resonates, but very, very powerful, okay? 25th, choose your influence wisely, all right? Because it's clearing the way, but you have a choice on the path forward, if you're going to choose the continued chaos, or if you're just going to go, yep, no, peace out, and not even pay attention to it, okay? January 27th, Uranus direct in Taurus. So this is piggybacking off that full moon in Leo, and this is unexpected events that are taking you forward, all right? Now, if you embrace the change and you're working towards your future, not staying stuck in the past, because remember, we started the month, leave the past behind, with Mercury direct. That's where this abundance comes in. That's where the connection with these relationships, it could even be a Cancer in your life. Take it how it resonates. But there's so much to do with this. Leaving it all behind is how you unlock your abundance, okay? And your loving relationships. There's something that just has to be done, okay? Like, nope, not even responding. No, yeah, done, all right? So please just take that how it resonates. But I am excited to see what we got. Yeah, because that's where you're going to get this emotional fulfillment. You're not going to get the emotional fulfillment from keeping that theme of the Seven of Swords going. You're going to get fulfillment by just donating that book that's closed now to half-price books and being done with that part of your life, okay? Don't know why that popped in my head, but it did. But let's see here. What do we got for Libras for January 2024? Yep. With these relationships too, when we clear this, that's when that shift, that karmic shift in our finances, also very fascinating. Okay. Wow, nice. Amazing. Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to clarify. Look who's at the bottom too. This all has to do with this emotional completion, fulfillment. You're also going to probably have a lot of energy related to your dreams. Could even be a father figure that's coming to you in your dreams. So really make sure that you have a pen and paper next to you when you're sleeping. This is also air Libra energy, but also Scorpio, all right? So take that how it resonates. If there is a Scorpio in your life, or a Scorpio that is past in your life, but you're getting that emotional completion somewhere in this month, okay? Overall energy for the month of January is the Ace of Cups. This is ruled by Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. This is an emotional fresh start, so amen, okay? Like, I feel like you really have been going through it, Libras. Like, since that Libra new moon, this is where that shift is that you've been looking for, okay? And it's important that you make sure that you replenish your emotions, but that you fill your own cup, all right? That cup doesn't need to be filled by other people. You need to fill your own cup, okay? This is also, even though it's not ruled by Pisces, there are two fish, so it could be a Pisces in your life too, where you are, your emotions are being influenced by them. Take that how it resonates, but this is also a card of joy. but it's a fresh start, an emotional fresh start for you, all right? Something new emotionally is happening for you. And it could be because, you know, a shift in your career is opening up new emotional fulfillment. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new, you know, like if you are looking to have a child or a new pet, you know, something there where there's some new emotional fulfillment coming in. Okay, like this is that message like I was talking about in the beginning. It really is as important as I thought, because the Ten of Swords is in the area of what you need more of. And you need to surrender, all right? And it's a reminder that a fresh start is coming, but we have to just let it go, all right? Whatever it is, it's done. If we keep it like going, it's just going to keep going, all right? It's time to just let it go and move on. This is also ruled by Sun and Gemini. So if you're here with some strong Gemini energy, this is very, very, very important message for you. Any Gemini energy, but it's the end of something difficult, but you got to quit struggling. You got to quit letting the ego take control, okay? This is wonderful, though, seeing the Six of Cups here, because this is having the patience, having the childlike confidence, if you will, of like just letting things be, all right? So when you are feeling that energy of, you know, Seven of Swords, really connect to your inner child, okay? That's where you're going to find that guidance that you're looking for, is connecting to your inner child and what that inner child wants. I highly doubt the inner child wants to keep whatever this is going, okay? So that's where you got to get back to the simple pleasures in life, all right? Like, honestly, like if somebody's like ruffling your feathers, you got to go do something that's just brings you back to the happiness and fulfillment of a child. Now, this is fascinating because the Magician is in the area of what you need less of. Now, this is ruled by Mercury and air. Okay, so it's almost saying like you need less communication. So that's what I mean. Like there's something here where it's like, it could, like, because swords are communication too, right? So it's something here where like, I'm just getting this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's like, we need less of that. We just really need to stop communicating something into existence, okay? Because even when it's something we don't want, even like, let's say you've been in a toxic relationship and like somebody's like, oh, hey, like, have you heard from blah, blah, blah? You're like, oh, like, and you keep talking about that person, but you don't want that person in your life anymore. Well, when you're still talking about them, like there's that energy is still there. It doesn't mean if it's, whether or not it's positive or negative doesn't matter. And that's what people kind of forget, and including myself, okay? I forget this too. And there's something here to communicating less about a situation that's going to help wrap it up more quickly, all right? Very interesting message. So whatever you speak, you're speaking it into existence. Even if you say you don't want it in your life, well, it's still in your life, okay? So you're showing that it's still in your life. This is amazing because the star is in the area of what you can change. This is ruled by Aquarius. So again, like all that Aquarian energy coming in, fellow air. I'm telling you, January 20th, express your uniqueness with optimism and determination, okay? This is letting go of all that Capricorn paradigm BS that's with that Seven of Swords and lifting yourself up into the Aquarian age with your Libra air, all right? You really do like need to wish upon a star. You really need to have the childlike feeling of what that feels like, okay? Watch some Disney movies. But really, like when you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Like you really need to believe in that. If you're too trapped into the 3D Capricorn paradigm, it's really hard to actually have that faith in that, isn't it? But there is inspiration, okay? There is some sort of clear vision that's being reborn for you. But this isn't an area of what you can change. So you're still stuck in the gunk down here, okay? Interesting. Now what you need to accept, I'm telling you. Now this is ruled by Jupiter and Libra. So this is a message very specific for you of where you're going to find luck, okay? Enjoy the silence. Get off social media. Stop communicating things into existence that you don't want in your life. And unplug, okay? You're going to find so much clarity by unplugging and recharging, all right? But it's very important to balance that, balance Libra, with what I said with the 8 of Coins and Virgo. So really, it's like you need to have a lot more of like working and resting. And that can sound kind of boring, can it? But like you really could utilize some Earth Virgo energy this month to really take yourself to the next level. Now, the 4 of Coins is ruled by Sun in Capricorn. So there's so much luck to you, again, with this Earth energy, really incorporating it and allowing yourself the security, the stability. This is like a card of law and order. You know, you have to believe the universe is going to provide. You can't hoard your money, okay? You can't live in poverty consciousness, all right? Because you're going to keep depleting it. So very fascinating, very fascinating. We're going to clarify this at the end because I love seeing this here because it's so interesting. But you really do want to contemplate your relationship with money. And I think all of this is really leading you to contemplate your relationship with money, okay? And stop allowing this outside influence to, I'm almost getting like excuses, all right? So like whatever it is that's this outside influence, like we got to come back into ourselves. Again, this is ruled by Jupiter and Libra, so luck in this. So please, really make sure that you utilize the time to rest and recharge and enjoy the silence. Because look at like here, like she's like, hey, you want to change this? Here you go, okay? You know, right? Get a vision board going, journal, do all that jazz. Okay, let's get some past life energy here because that's going to really help us clarify some things. All right. Also, Libras, if you do like this reading, please do like the video, comment if it resonates in a certain way, and also please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you get notifications of when new videos pop up. All right, whatever this is that you have to let go of, it's related to spouse past life energy. I'm very excited to read this. So this is really feeling like it's a specific person in your life who you just can't shake. All right, you drew this card because your question relates to a marriage relationship in this life or a previous one. Perhaps your current spouse is someone with whom you shared a romance or relationship before. If you're single at present, your future spouse is likely from your past lifetimes. In some cases, lovers reunite across centuries and share an undying bond of true love. This is what usually is referred to as a soulmate. So, drawing this card can signify that the person you're inquiring about is, in fact, that individual. I'm really getting a sense that, like, the reason it's so hard to surrender and, like, let go of this attachment, even if it's just speaking it into existence, but just talking about it, like, this is kind of like your shadow being like, no, like you still need that attachment. You know what I mean? Like, it's so interesting, but I would really, this month, like, I release this attachment so I can move forward, okay? Like, this lifetime is not my lifetime now, okay? All right, let's get an empowering question for Libras for January 2024. All right. Oh, I love this. So this is going to be really connected to the 6 of Cups. What are the things that make me feel good while I'm doing them? That's what you have to connect to this month to really keep yourself, because this is what you want, all right? But to get this, we have to clear all of that. Okay. Now let's get some crystal energy that's going to really help you clear this attachment. So let's get some crystal energy for Libras. We're going to still go, but confident manifestation was in there, but let's keep going. Okay. It's going to help Libras clear this attachment. Here we go. Too many cards. Okay, we're doing that again. All right. What crystal energy is going to help Libras clear and surrender what they need to surrender? All right, Libras. There we go. And perfect that it fell right on there. Humility. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is This is making a lot of sense with that Judgment card that kept popping out. Okay, judge not lest ye be judged. All right. And how amazing, too, the color combination with the purple. All right. Amethyst is also great for dream work. So remember, you had the King of Cups popping up a lot. Very cool. Very good with dream work, okay? Especially if you're feeling like some restless energy. That's going to be really calming, okay? So if you have some amethyst, especially when you're sleeping, I would highly suggest that. If you have, like, you know, some uncomfortable conversations you have to have some amethyst around you. Carry it with you. Incorporate a lot of purple into your wardrobe, okay? So let's get a clarifier for Libras, and then we're going to close this out. Again, Libras, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please do like the video, comment if it resonates in a certain way, and please subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot so you do get notifications of when new videos do pop up. And let's see here. And also, those shadow videos are coming. Apologies that they were not up when I said, but my daughter got sick again. And then I got sick, and I have a plugged ear right now. So I'm doing the best I can, but they are coming. Okay. This is big. All right, you got the King of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords. Okay. This is, wow. Okay. King of Coins. Delayed gratification pays off, all right? He's not paying any attention to the haters. He's not paying any attention to the people who are against him. Look at that confidence. Kind of looks like Archie. Anyways, Seven of Swords, right? How do you respond to betrayal? And Three of Swords. There's a lesson in the sorrow. All right, there's a lesson here. And the biggest thing is the heart teaches the mind empathy. All right, judge not lest ye be judged. You do not need to bother with this BS drama. All right, you're here. Amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Libras. Have an amazing January. Always remember to shine your inner light. You've got this.